The event group bits, they are pretty straightforward, but let's see that what is their added value. So let's say that we want to check that in case two things are active, then we want to start something. For example, let's say that I have one voltage and I have temperature and I have power. And if all of these things are active, then I want to start something or start my rocket or start a pin or start recording or print something. So I have to make sure that some conditions are true and then I want to do something. And they can come from different wares. For example, it can come from a hardware, it can come from a task, it can come from a task from interrupt. So the only thing we care is that if these flags are true, then we want to start the task. And FreeRTOS has an example in here, and you're going to use the event group WaitBits. And the way that it's going to work is that it needs 2 bits or any type of flags. And if these flags became true, then we're going to trigger something. So I have an example in here. So we're going to include the Arduino, the FreeRTOS, and the event group. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to light up an LED. Let's say we have 2 LEDs. I want to light them up. And so over here, this is the event handler. It's not important. I have 2 flags. One of them is 1, and the other one is 1, 0. So they're gonna look like this. So one of them is 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is bit. And the other one is something like this. So in case both of these flags are true, then I want to do something. So I defined my serial, and these are my LEDs, they are output. This is the event group that we're going to create, and we have 2 tasks. This task is going to turn task 1 bit and task 2 bit to true. And the other one is going to check that in case these 2 are true, then we want to start something. If both are true, then do something. For example, we're going to blink with the LEDs. Okay, so the first task is very straightforward. So we have one of the event groups that is gonna go into this event and set this event, set the speed true for here, and also set the second bit true for the event group. There is a 500 millisecond delay. It's gonna be in ticks, so we need to convert it for task delay. That is very straightforward, nothing fancy here. The other one is for reading. So in loop, we're gonna read that if these 2 conditions are true or not. And this is the main function. Let me open the FreeRTOS functions. Oh, actually, we can actually navigate from here as well. So we need a couple of inputs. One of the event group, the flags that we want to put in here, and do we want to clear all exit or not? Okay, so the event group, we have it over here. That is the event group. The bits that we want to wait for are the flags that are defined in top here. In FreeRTOS, in the example, they pass it inside of the function, but you don't really need to. You can just define it outside and pass it like that. So I just defined it outside. Do you want to clean it on when we read it? Yes, we want to do it because we want to blink, right? So in case these are true, after I read it, I want to turn them to false. So in case the later they become turned on, then I can do something, or I can repeat the task again. What was the third element? do we want to wait for all of them? So in case both of them are true, yes, I want to make sure that if all of the cases are true, and the amount of delay is going to be infinite. So in case the event group is true and the bit is also true, it means that this one is true. If it's not false, it means it is true. I want to blink with the red one, and in case for the second one, I'm going to blink with the blue one. So I'm just going to put this on my Arduino. Okay, so, and I can see that both of them are blinking. So let me, in case to show you, I can put, instead of blinking, I can just put a serial that print. I can set red. And for the other one, I'm just gonna write blue. So it's 9,600. That is great. All right, so it's gonna blink for blue and red. And this is exactly what we want. So in case these flags are true, then we want to take an action. So what I can do is that I can turn this to 0. And if I do that, then only one of the prints should be printed. Yeah, only we have the blue. So the overall thing, the overall rationale is that in case all of my events are true, then I want to take an action.